Most folks believe piling on more steps is the golden ticket to staying healthy past 70. But what if I told you doctors are sounding the alarm on that? Walking's a good way to keep moving, but if it's your only exercise, you might be making a mistake that speeds up aging instead of slowing it down. The truth is, as you age, your body craves more than just walks to stay strong, balanced, and joint. Leaning too heavily on walking while skipping other vital movements can lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and even a higher risk of falls. That's why experts now urge those over 70 to walk less and focus on 7 key areas instead. These are the real secrets to keeping your strength, energy, and independence well into your later years. In this video, we'll break down the 7 priorities you should embrace over just pounding the pavement. These simple shifts can boost your mobility, protect your bones, and even add years to your life. Stick with me to the end, because the final one is something hardly anyone talks about, yet it's a game changer for your longevity. Before we kick off, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. If this sparks your interest, type 1 in the comments. If it's not your thing, drop a 0 so I can make the next one even better. Let's dive in. Sign 1: balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you on the move, but it doesn't always sharpen your balance, and that's a truth most folks don't grasp until it's nearly too late. After 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most critical keys to staying healthy and independent. Falls are a leading cause of serious injuries for older adults, and many don't happen because of weak legs, but due to shaky balance. As 71-year-old Walter Brooks from Tennessee learned, if you're not actively training your balance, you might be quietly raising your risk of stumbles, trips, or dangerous falls. You may think, I've walked my whole life. My balance must be fine. But balance isn't something that stays strong on its own. It fades unless you work to keep it sharp. Walking doesn't challenge the tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core the way targeted balance exercises do. And if your balance weakens, even a small misstep can lead to a fall that takes months or years to recover from. Recall the last time you stood on one foot, to slip on a sock, or reach for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you need to grab something for support? Many don't notice their balance slipping until a near fall shakes them up, leaving them cautious with every step. That's what happened to Walter. At 71, he was always active. But one day, stepping off a curb, his foot landed oddly, and he nearly toppled over. He caught himself just in time, but that moment hit hard, showing him how vulnerable he'd become. His doctor recommended simple balance exercises: standing on one foot, shifting weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements to rebuild stability. Within weeks, Walter felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his steps. It's like I got my sure footing back, he says. Balance exercises don't need a gym or fancy gear. Simple moves like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or doing controlled weight shifts can dramatically boost your stability. The benefits go far beyond dodging falls. Better balance means improved posture, quicker reflexes, and enhanced coordination, making every move feel smoother and more assured. Want to check your balance? Try this. Stand near a kitchen counter for safety. Lift one foot off the ground and see if you can hold steady for at least 10 seconds. If it's easy, it's a fantastic sign. If you wobble, it's a cue that your balance could use some TLC, and the sooner you start, the better. Balance is something you don't think about until it's gone, but training it now can keep you strong and independent for you. If walking's been your main focus, it's time to prioritize balance, because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just staying active, it's teaching your body to stay wrong. Sign 2: strength training to preserve muscle. Walking's a wonderful way to keep moving, but if it's your only exercise, you might be setting yourself up for muscle loss that could dim your vitality. After 70, sarcopenia, the gradual wasting of muscle mass, poses one of the biggest threats to your independence. The catch? Walking alone doesn't do much to build muscle. It mostly works your lower body and lacks the resistance your muscles need to stay robust. As 73-year-old Agnes Harper from Missouri learned, that's why doctors now stress that strength training should be your top priority after 70. It directly counters muscle loss, boosts balance, and keeps you sturdy enough to dodge injuries and falls. If you can still heft a heavy grocery bag, rise from a chair without using your hands, or pop open a tight jar with ease, that's a fantastic sign your muscles are holding strong. But if these everyday tasks feel tougher than they used to, It might be a quiet signal that your muscles are weakening. Even if you haven't noticed the shift, the reality is if you don't actively work to maintain your strength, your body will start to lose it. Agnes's story is a perfect example. At 73, she walked daily, thinking it was enough to stay healthy. But one day she struggled to lift a box that once felt light, and getting up from her couch became a chore. At first she blamed aging, but her doctor explained that muscle loss accelerates. Agnes added simple strength exercises to her routine, light resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and easy dumbbell moves. Within months, she felt a transformation, stronger, steadier, and brimming with energy all day. It's like I turned back the clock, she says. Strength training doesn't mean pumping iron at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like squats or countertop push. The key is progressive resistance, pushing your muscles just enough to keep them engaged and growing. The benefits go way beyond brawn. Studies show that preserving muscle mass is tied to a longer life, better mobility, and even sharper brain health. Want to test your strength now? Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If it's a breeze, that's a great sign. If it's a struggle, it might be time to focus on rebuilding your power. The best part? It's never too late. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, enhance balance, and keep you independent for years to come. If walking's been your only exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Your muscles are the key to a long, vibrant life, and after 70, they're one of the most precious things you can protect. Sign 3. Functional movement patterns to enhance daily activities. Walking keeps you mobile, but it doesn't prepare your body for the full range of movements you need for daily life, like bending, twisting, or lifting, especially after 70. Relying solely on walking can leave gaps in your functional fitness, making everyday tasks tougher and increasing the risk of injury. That's why incorporating functional movement patterns is mimic real-world activities is crucial for staying strong, agile, and independent. As 73-year-old Henry Walsh from Michigan found, functional movements train your body to handle practical, think squatting to pick up a dropped key, twisting to grab something behind you, or stepping sideways to avoid an obstacle. After 70, these skills are vital to prevent muscle imbalances and maintain the strength and coordination needed for independence. A 2022 study in the Journal of Gerontology showed that functional training in older adults improves strength, coordination, and reduces fall risk by enhancing movement efficiency. Reflect on your daily routine. Do you find it easy to bend down to tie your shoes, reach for a high shelf, or step over a curb? Or have you noticed these activities feeling clumsier or more strenuous? Walking doesn't fully engage the diverse muscle groups or movement patterns needed for these activities, which can lead to stiffness or weakness over time. Henry's experience illustrates this. At 73, he walked daily, but struggled to lift a laundry basket or step sideways to avoid a grandchild's toy. I thought walking was enough, he says. His physical therapist suggested functional exercises, mimicking daily squats, sidestepping, and controlled twists. Within weeks, Henry felt more nimble, with smoother movements and newfound confidence. It's like my body's ready for anything now, he beamed. Functional exercises are simple and don't require fancy equipment. Try movements like sit-to-stand squats, side lunges, or gentle torso rotations to build strength and coordination for real world. These can be done at home, using a chair for support if needed. The key is to practice movements that mirror your daily activities, keeping your muscles versatile and responsive. The benefits extend beyond ease of movement. Functional training enhances balance, strengthens joints, and boosts confidence in handling life's demands. To test your functional fitness, try this. Sit in a chair, stand up, then slowly squat as if picking something off the floor. Does it feel smooth or do you feel unsteady? If it's challenging, it's a sign to start incorporating functional movement. Preserving functional fitness isn't just about staying active. It's about ensuring you can navigate life's pour with ease and confidence. If walking's been your only exercise, it's time to add functional movements to keep your body ready for whatever the day brings, safeguarding your independence for years to come. Sign 4. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking keeps your legs in motion, but it does little for flexibility, a vital ingredient that becomes absolutely crucial after 70. Over time, your joints naturally stiffen, your range of motion shrinks, and movements that once felt restricted as 74-year-old Clara Thompson from Colorado discovered, if you've noticed turning your head feels tighter than it used to, or bending to tie your shoes isn't as smooth, that's a sign your flexibility is waning. And when your mobility fades, so does your independence. The problem is, many folks don't realize how essential mobility is until it starts slipping away. Walking alone doesn't fully stretch your muscles or engage the varied movement patterns your joints need to stay functional. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as critical as staying active. These moves let you keep doing daily activity without pain or strain. Think back to the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car or pulled on a jacket. Did it feel fluid, or did you notice a tug of stiffness? Many shrug off these small changes, chalking them up to aging, but what's really happening is your muscles and connective tissues are tightening bit by bit, sapping your flexibility. Clara's story illustrates this perfectly. At 74, she walked daily, but she began to feel stiffer getting out of bed each morning. Reaching for something on the floor meant bending her knees more than usual, and it wasn't comfortable. Her doctor explained that mobility loss isn't just about getting older. It's about not using your joints through their full range of motion. Inspired, Clara started weaving gentle stretches, controlled movements, and joint exercises into her routine. Within weeks, she felt looser, more at ease, and even stood taller with improved posture. It's like my body remembered how to move freely, she says. Flexibility exercises don't mean forcing yourself to touch your toes for a quick 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga and guard moves can work wonders. Simple actions like neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, knee or chest stretches, or ankle circles keep your joints lubricated and pain-free. The benefits go far beyond feeling less creaky. Want to test your flexibility? Stand tall and slowly turn your head to one side, then the other. Does it glide smoothly, or do you feel resistance? If you sense tightness, it's a cue that your flexibility needs attention, and now's the time to act. Mobility loss isn't inevitable. Just a few minutes a day of focused stretching can keep your body feeling younger, more agile, and pain-free for years to come. If walking's been your main exercise, it's time to prioritize flexibility. Keeping your joints supple and your movements fluid is one of the most powerful ways to stay active and independent after 70. Sign 5. Mind-body exercises to boost coordination and mental clarity. Walking is great for your legs, but it doesn't fully engage the mind. Connection that's essential for coordination, mental clarity, and overall vitality after 70. Over-relying on walking can miss the chance to sharpen your brain and body's teamwork, which is critical for preventing falls and staying vibrant. That's why mind-quit exercises like Tai Chi, yoga, or Pillboy are a must to enhance coordination, reduce stress, and keep your mind sharp. As 76-year-old Agnes Harper from Florida discovered, mind-quit exercises blend physical movement with mental focus, training your brain and muscles to work in sync. After 70, this connection is key to maintaining quick reflexes, steady movements, and emotional balance. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that mind-core practices in older adults improve coordination, reduce fall risk, and enhance cognitive function by strengthening neural pathways. Think about your daily movements. Do you feel coordinated when stepping over obstacles or turning quickly, or do you notice hesitation or clumsiness? Walking doesn't challenge the brain-core link the way mind-core exercises do, which can lead to slower reactions or mental fog over time. Agnes's story is a perfect example. At 76, she walked daily but felt her movements were less fluid, and she struggled to focus during busy moments. I was starting to feel scattered, she says. A friend suggested a senior Tai Chi class, and though skeptical, Agnes gave it a try. The slow, deliberate movements paired with mindful breathing sharpened her coordination and cleared her mind. Within weeks, she moved with more grace, felt calmer, and even noticed better focus. It's like my body and brain are on the same page again, she says. Mind caresses your usual. Simple practices like Tai Chi flows, gentle yoga stretches, or seated pillow moves can be done at home or in a community class. Start with moves like standing arm circles while focusing on your breath, or slow side steps with mindful foot placement. The key is pairing movement with mental awareness to enhance both. The benefits are profound. Improved coordination, reduced stress, better balance, and a sharper mind. To test your coordination, try this. Stand and slowly lift one knee while raising the opposite arm, holding for a few seconds. Is it smooth or do you wobble? If it's tricky, mind-body exercises can help. Mind-body exercises aren't just about movement. You'll bathe in your brain and body in harmony. If walking's been your only focus, it's time to embrace practices that sharpen both your body and mind, paving the way for a longer, healthier future. Sign 6. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine. Walking keeps your legs humming, but it does little for your core strength or posture. Two essentials that become critical after 70. A strong core isn't about flaunting toned abs. It's about anchoring your stability, warding off back pain, and ensuring your spine stays aligned as you move. As 72-year-old Michael Bowen, who for years had savored, a weak core can lead to lower back discomfort, balance issues, or a tendency to slouch while walking, all of which heighten the risk of falls and joint strain over time. Most folks don't realize how vital posture and core strength are until nagging aches creep in. If you've noticed yourself hunching more, feeling stiffness in your lower back, or struggling to stand tall for long, it's a sign your core muscles aren't pulling their weight. Walking alone doesn't engage the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back, which is why doctors now urge that after 70, core and posture exercises should take center stage. Margaret's story brings this to life. At 72, she was always active, but over the years she saw her shoulders rounding forward and her lower back growing achy, despite daily walks. Her doctor explained that poor posture was putting extra stress on her spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and a higher risk of imbalance. Determined, Margaret began weaving gentle, core-activating exercises into her routine, standing posture resets and Eptalion. Within weeks, her back pain eased, her posture improved, and she even noticed better breathing. It's like I'm standing taller and feeling lighter, she says. Core exercises don't require a gym or special equipment. Simple moves like standing tall against a wall, twist your lower abs while seated, or practicing slow, controlled twists can fire up the deep, stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. The benefits stretch far beyond posture. A strong core means better balance, less joint strain, and even improved digestion, as your abdominal muscles support your internal organs. Want to test your core strength? Stand with your back flat against a wall, head, shoulders, and hips touching the surface. Can you hold this position comfortably, or does it feel like you're forcing yourself upright? If it feels unnatural, it's a hint that your posture could use some work. And the sooner you strengthen your core, the better. Posture and core strength are vital for staying active, dodging injuries, and keeping a youthful stance. If walking's been your only exercise, it's time to focus on the muscles that truly hold you upright and strong. Sign 7. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. Walking is a fantastic way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start putting undue stress on your joints, especially after 70. As we age, cartilage wears thin, joint fluid dwindles, and shock absorption weakens, leading many seniors to face stiff knees, achy hips, or foot discomfort, even if they've been active their whole lives. As 75-year-old Dave Rockwell, the issue with walking itself, it's that walking alone doesn't provide the joint support your body craves. Many assume joint pain is just a problem part of aging, but in truth, stiffness and discomfort creep in faster when you're not actively protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes worsen this, with its repetitive impact hammering the same joints over and over. That's why doctors now urge those over 70 to walk less and focus more on low-impact movements that strengthen and shield your joints. Think about your last long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free? Or did your joints ache, stiffen, or leave you with lingering discomfort? If walking leaves you sore, it's a sign your joints aren't getting the care they need. Dorothy's story hits home. At 75, she walked daily, believing it was the best thing for her health. But over time, her knees grew stiff, and her lower back started to nag. Her doctor explained that she needed to ease the repetitive strain on her joints and incorporate low-impact movements. She began gentle swimming, cycling, and flexibility coaxing exercises, and within weeks, her pain dropped significantly. Without giving up movement entirely, it's like my joints got a new lease on life, she says. Joint-friendly movements include activities like water aerobics, cycling, tai chi, or even chairborne stretches. These boost blood flow to your joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen surrounding muscles without overloading sensitive areas. The benefits go far beyond pain relief. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and easier movement for years to come. Want to check your joint health? Try this. Sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Notice how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly or are they stiff and achy? Any discomfort is your body's way of saying your joints need more TLC, and switching to low-impact movements can make all the difference. Keeping your joints strong and healthy isn't just about dodging pain. It's about preserving your ability to move freely, maintaining your independence, and ensuring every step feels rather than painful. If walking's been your only focus, it's time to prioritize joint health and embrace movements that nurture rather than stress. As we close out this video, take a moment to reflect on these 7 priorities. If walking's been your only exercise, you might not realize how much more your body craves to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free past 70. Shift your focus to preserving muscle mass, with Agnes's strength training at 73, boosting balance like Walter at 71, enhancing flexibility as Clara did at 74, strengthening your core like Margaret at 72, protecting joints with Dorothy at 75, practicing functional movements like Henry at 73, and sharpening mind coordination as Agnes found at 76. These are the true keys to keeping you active and independent for years to come. The idea that aging means slowing down is only half the story. Your body can still improve at any age, whether it's building strength, steadying balance, loosening joints, or sharpening your mind. Small changes, like those our friends embrace, can transform how you move, feel, and how long you stay fiercely independent. The secret is starting now. Muscles, balance, and joint health don't fade overnight. They slip gradually, but the great news is you have the power to slow or even reverse that slide. Ditch walking as your only exercise and embrace strength, balance, flexibility, core, joint health, flexional and mind core moves to thrive after 70. We'd love to hear from you. Which priority struck a chord? Maybe Clara's flexibility boost or Henry's functional fitness. Share one thing you learned today and how you'll weave it into your life in the comments below. Your stories inspire our community, so don't hold back. If this video lit a spark, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips to live your best years. Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.